Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mel and I'm so glad you could join me. Thank you so much. So today I am so happy and excited for this video. It has been a long time coming and it is going to be my first collab. So that's the exciting part, but it's also with a very special lady. Her name is Jess. Her channel, I'll link her channel below, but I'll also kind of have it up here somewhere. It's called Hey Jess, and I connected with her quite a few months ago, and we just have been kind of talking back and forth. And when we first started talking with each other here on YouTube, we just had thought, you know, it'd be nice to do a collab. And of course, you know, you just kind of, everything rolls together and you've got videos you're putting out and that sort of thing. And there was just one day where I just said, you know what, let's do this. Let's get this video done. So I told her that what I kind of wanted to do, which is like I wanted to do a winter look. I've always had that kind of image in my head that I wanted to do like a winter look. And I told her it would be so cool because her idea of a winter look would be vastly different from my idea of a winter look. I live here in Canada and she lives down in California. So vastly different images of what a winter look would be, because here we're a little bit chilly and cold and rainy, and down there she has beautiful sunshine. So she was a good sport and she said, absolutely, I would love to do that. So I just want to thank her so much, Jess. You are such an awesome person, and I hope that you check out her channel. She is just such a fun person. I love her personality. She just makes me laugh when I watch her videos. She is just so real. Like what you see is what you get. And she's not afraid to show you up close and personal kind of what her skin looks like and what the product is doing. So she's just so funny and I love her to death. And I'm so glad that she said yes to doing this collab with me. So Jess, thank you so much. And without further ado, let's get into this video. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to first start off priming my face with the Maybelline Baby Skin. This is an instant pore eraser, and I really like this one to use right in this area here where I have the biggest pores, and it just settles really nicely and fills them all in, and it helps fill in all of your fine lines as well. So I'll use it up on my forehead and just kind of between my eyebrows where I'm getting a little bit of creasing in this area here, and then I just kind of let that sit for a couple of minutes to soak in. But we're gonna start with the eyes today, because I have a new palette that I want to try. And it has a little bit of a darker color, so I'm probably going to get some fallout from it. So when I have new eyeshadows that I'm trying, I do like to try not start with my foundation and all that sort of stuff first, because when there's fallout, then it's a pain in the butt to try and clean that mess up under your eyes. So we're going to go in with that. So let me get my hair out of my face here. So yeah, I'm doing this video with another channel called Hey Jess, and I've talked about a little bit about her before on one of my other videos, and we met I'm gonna say it was several months ago. We just connected and we've chit-chatted back and forth, and she's just such an awesome lady. And you know how you just sometimes you have like you just have an instant connection with somebody, and that's what I found with her. She is her channel, she does makeup reviews, and she is so funny, and that's what I love about her. She's just hilarious. So she was doing a video a couple of weeks ago, and it was a do-it-yourself lash lift, and she was so funny because there was like saran wrap on her eyelashes, but that's what she does. She just demonstrates the whole thing, and she gets right up close and personal. She lets you see her skin. And she just is such a wonderful person. Yeah, she has a very bubbly personality, and that's one of the things that I enjoy most about her. And she's very personable, And when she's doing a review of makeup, she gives you her honest opinion. She's not afraid to say whether it works for her or doesn't work for her. So I really hope that you check her channel out. She is an awesome lady. I know you would really enjoy it. And yeah, so please, I'll have her channel link in my description box below. But yeah, just go visit her channel. She is so funny. I mean, I know you guys would really enjoy it. So we'll head now into doing the eyes. And I'm going to use my little tape hack that I usually do when I am doing an eyeshadow look. I don't want the eyeshadow going below where my eyebrow hair is there, especially on older ladies like ourselves. If you start going too far down with the eyeshadow, it makes your eyes look a little bit droopy. Okay, so that's all set. So I'm first going to prime a little bit on my eyelids with some concealer just to kind of prep for the eyeshadow. So I'm just using the CoverGirl. This is the True Blend concealer. And I'm just going to use my finger to blend that all in. And then to set the eyelid, I'm just going with the NYX. This is the HD finishing powder. I'm just using like a tiny bit on my brush and just setting that concealer so it doesn't have any creasing. Okay, so now the eyelids are all prepped. So I was so happy at Christmas time. I got, this is probably the nicest eyeshadow palette that I've ever owned. So I got this as a gift. It is the Lise Watier, the Stardust, and it is a 9-color eyeshadow palette. But first of all, the packaging is just beautiful. Along the side here, it's, I don't even know how to describe this. It's like a rough feeling texture on it. But so like the box is just beautiful. And then when you open it up, the actual palette comes in this packaging where when I go like this, like can you see all the little stars moving around? It is the coolest packaging. I think it's like a limited edition for like as Christmassy, but it's just gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. So now when I actually open up the palette, like look at those colors. Oh my goodness, like they're just stunning. So I know that there's a lot of you guys out there watching that you have some just really nice palettes, but this really for me is the nicest palette I've ever received and owned. But I wanted to do, so this, for this like a winter look, I wanted to do more of a cool tone. You guys are used to see me doing more like neutral tones with like browns and the tan colors and that sort of thing. So I wanted to use this one because of the nice cool colors on the bottom here, especially like the blue one here. So we're going to use that, and again, I haven't used this palette before, so we're going to see how this works and turns out for me. I'm hoping you know how you have a vision in your head of what you think it's going to look like, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So we're going to go in first. So to first put the transition shade on, I'm going to go in with this matte color right here. I'm not sure exactly what that is. It's like a beigey tan color. Oh, and something else that I got for Christmas is I got a Profusion makeup brush set. So I actually got 2 different sets. There's a Real Technique ones that I received as well, but I'm going to use them in another video. But today I wanted to use this Profusion brush set, and look at the palette. Like, I just love that. Like, it's all glittery in here and stuff. So I'm going to open it up and we're going to dive in. Like, look at that. It's such a cute little brush. Little sparkles in that. So I'm going to use this one here as my blending brush. It's quite a nice little brush head on the top. And I'm just going to take a little bit because this is apparently very pigmented. Oh, yeah, okay. I can kind of see it's... So I'm just using a little bit on the tip of my brush. And I always tap off. And it is very nice and buttery, very creamy. Nice for like a powder. Yeah, and it's really nice how it has... I don't know if you guys can see, so there's some matte shades, there's some shimmer shades, and there's also some like glittery ones. So the glittery ones, I'm going to try and use that as an eyeliner. Again, we're just trying new stuff today. And then also the other palette I have that before I knew I was getting this for Christmas, because I already had the look in my head when I was talking to Jess and I said I wanted to do a winter look with her. I had already planned I wanted to use this Marcelle because it is cool, cool nudes. And it is quite different than my other one that I have the warm nudes in it. But there's some really pretty shades in this as well. And just so you know, like Marcelle and Lise Watier are both the same company. So the Marcelle is just the step under the Lise Watier. The Lise Watier is the luxury brand. But so yeah, the consistency of the eyeshadows is actually quite similar. But yeah, I really like this one here. It has some glitter in it as well, or not glitter, some shimmer and some like cooly silver tones. And I've been using this actually quite a lot in the through the winter months. I've been using this one. As you can kind of see, it's kind of well used. So I may dive into that one a little bit. We'll see. So to start off, after this transition shade now, next I think we're going to go in with this green color right here. They don't really have names, I don't think, on the package. So we're just going to use it as that greeny color. And I'm just lightly dipping my brush in there because I don't know how pigmented these are. And I'm just going to put it very lightly on my crease area. Oh, that's a very pretty green. And yes, definitely a cooler shade for me. But that's the fun of using new products, and like literally when this is a first impression, it really is a first impression because I don't know how pigmented these are or how the colors are going to look or what kind of look I'm actually going to create. Okay, so then to darken that crease area up a little bit, I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's like a brown, and I'm very glad that I decided to just do my eyes first because there is, I don't know if the camera can see, like there is a fallout there, so I'm glad I did it that way. And then I'm just putting this right on the outer corner and blending it in. These brushes actually are very nice. I like to have different brushes, but I mean, I don't have like a huge, I mean, the brushes that you guys usually see me using, that is my brush collection. I don't have like a big, huge bunch of brushes. So it was nice to get a little bit of variety as a Christmas gift. So it's not as deep as I would like it to be. So I think what I'm going to do is go in with this one down here. And again, I just dip my brush into it because I don't know how pigmented it is. Okay, so it's not as dark as I want it to be. So I'm going to go into that Smokey Marcelle palette. And I think I'm going to go into just this gray one right here. I'll go in with that. This one I know is really pigmented, so I just use a little bit. I'm just trying to darken this outer corner up a little bit. Okay, so that's a little bit better now. And I hope everybody had a great New Year's. I'm pretty excited about 2020. I'm hoping my channel grows. It's one of those things when you start a channel, you don't know, how well it's going to do. But hopefully you guys like the content that I'm putting out. And you can always leave me some suggestions down in the description box below. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any ideas that you guys have or would like to see. And then just for all over the lid, I want to put a little bit of shimmer on my lid. So I'm going to use that one right there, that like a beigey tan color, but it has shimmer in it. So I'm going to do a bit of a different eyeliner today. Because so far I think I'm liking it. It's definitely more of a cooler tone that I don't normally do. So I'm going to use one of my new brushes. This is just like a flat eyeliner brush. And I'm going to spray a little bit of just some setting spray on it. That's going to hopefully help this shade that I'm going to use. So I want to try this nice blue shade right here. I'm a little worried because that's really, really blue. So I'm just going to dip the angle brush into it and just pick up some of the product on here. Okay, there is some product on there. Now, using eyeshadow to do a liner, like an eyeliner, is a lot more forgiving than using either a liquid liner or even a pencil, because this, you can play around with it a little bit. So let's just see how this is going to, I'm going to try and do it as close to my lash line. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my goodness, is that ever blue? Wow. So I'm just trying to take it as close to my lash line. I am going to be wearing false eyelashes today, but I'm just going to bring that right up along the tape line that I have and do a bit of a wing, especially when you start getting the hooded eye effect. And now this skin up here it just doesn't, basically it's sagging is what it's doing. I can't help that. It's just age, and it doesn't matter how gentle I am around my eyes when I'm taking my makeup off, that sort of thing, because I try not to do a lot of tugging on my eyes. But yeah, it's just age. So I like using the tape because that just kind of guides the wing up. No, that turned out really pretty. That is a nice blue. Okay, I'm just going to do the other side and I will be right back. So that has turned out so pretty. I love the blue. That looks awesome. So I'm just taking a clean, my NYX blending brush, and I'm just making sure that everything, all the eyeshadows, everything is well blended. I don't want any harsh lines, but I'm loving that blue. I was a little unsure of how that was going to turn out. But yeah, I do like working with an eyeshadow as a liner, and it just, in case you do make a mistake, it's way better than trying to fix like a liquid eyeliner. So I'm just going to take off that tape now, because my eyes, for the most part, the eyeshadow part is done. But look at all that fallout that I had, and that saved all of my foundation. Now I know when you first take the tape off, it has like quite a harsh line. So I just let that sit for a couple minutes, because the tape does make a bit of a, as you get older, your skin tends to crease a little bit faster, I find. And then it takes a little bit longer for the creasing to go away. Especially, you know what I'm talking about, when you get up and you've slept on your face for a while and you get this nice little crease line. It takes you way longer when you're older to let that diminish. So that's exactly what this is doing over here. I'm just going to take a little bit of a dampened tissue and remove all of that excess underneath my eyes, and I'll blend that in once I'm started my foundation and stuff. But yeah, look at how that just kind of removed all of that. Again, I'm in my little studio area where I'm getting warm. You can see getting the red cheeks as usual. So what do I want to go in with next? So I think we'll start, well, maybe I'll start with my eyebrows this time. So for eyebrows, I'm just going in with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and I have this in the shade, I think it's Brunette. So I just comb through the brow hair first, just to kind of get them going in the same direction. And I don't do a lot. I'm just trying to fill in all my little sparse areas. I actually need to go and get my eyebrows waxed. I haven't been there for so long. I try and maintain them myself, but then there's just a point where there's just too many little hairs and I don't want to start plucking them. So next I'm just going to do a little bit of color correcting, because I'm pretty dark under the eyes. I don't know why, but this is just my Lise Watier color correcting crayon, and I'm just putting that right where the darkest pigmentation under my eye is. And then I just use my ring finger to blend it in. And it doesn't completely take it away, but it does hide somewhat. Like you can probably see the difference now. It's just hidden that really dark pigmentation. And then we'll cover that up with concealer. So the two foundations I'm going to use today, I'm going to mix again. You know that I always mix my foundations, but this is my absolute favorite, the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear, but I am so low on this one. So then I'm going to mix in the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover, and this is actually quite similar to this one. The one thing I find so frustrating about this foundation is it's great. I love the pump on it, but I can hear there's product in there. I can hear it. But when you go to pump, like you don't get hardly anything. There's just like little spritz that come out. And I've tried to take the cap off. I don't know if there's anybody that knows how to get this cap off without breaking the whole thing, let me know. Because I've tried to like literally take this off and it just does not come off. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. And it is a little bit of like a runnier foundation. But when I pair it with the Maybelline, I just mix the two together, and you can see like it's very, very similar colors. So I just blend those two. But these are the very few foundations for me personally that don't settle into my fine lines as much as some of my other foundations. And I really like that. Like as you're getting older, you have so much more creasing, especially around your mouth area and up here on your forehead. I have a wrinkly forehead anyhow, so the aging process has not helped. Wow, I am getting so red. Oh my goodness, you guys. I guess that's what I get for wearing a turtleneck today. So I'm just gonna make sure it's all nicely blended in. I always start in the center of my face and work out. Maybe the foundation can cover up some of this redness. I like the L'Oreal foundation because it's really lightweight which is awesome for like the summertime. It doesn't even feel like you're wearing a foundation at all. And the Maybelline, I like that one because it gives you a little bit of a fuller coverage. Like I never wear like a full coverage foundation. Again, because the full coverage for me personally just settles all into my fine lines. It doesn't matter how much primer I use, anything like that. So both of these blended together because they are a very similar shade, work really nicely together. And then for concealer today, we're going to go in with the Maybelline, the Instant Age Rewind. You know that this is my favorite of all time. This is the greatest concealer. And I'm just going to dab it under my eye because I have that color corrector under there. And I'm just going to highlight down my nose. And that just helps to even out your face. And under my eye, I'm just going to take my little Real Technique sponge to blend that all in. I'm really loving how that eyeliner worked out. It's such a pretty blue. And then I'm just going to soften that area up a little bit. The tape mark has diminished now. So I'm just running that right underneath the wing. And then I'm just going to blend in the rest of the highlight. And I know I'm calling this a winter look. I know a lot of my viewers don't get, sometimes you guys don't even get cold weather. So, but yeah, it was just fun to do a different, I like doing different looks. And just like using different colors that I don't normally use. And then to set all of that, I'm just going to go in with the NYX. This is the HD finishing powder, and I have this in the shade Banana. And the Banana shade is really good for brightening your under eye area. I do like more of a lighter under eye area. So I'm just taking a little bit on my brush and just setting that a little bit. Again, I don't like to put a lot of powder underneath my eyes because I find that just accentuates the fine lines, but I do need something just a little bit to set them or they just start creasing on me. And then I'm also going to use it just to set the areas where I just put that highlighter. I don't normally set my whole entire face because I do have drier skin. I'm going to do my eyelashes towards the end because I'm trying to get them to last today. So for bronzer today, I'm just going to use the NYX Matte Bronzer. And this is in the shade Light. It's just a really nice, like a brown color. And this one's very pigmented. So I start off really lightly and then build it up from there. And I always make like a 3 motion. So I go up my forehead and then it's like a 3 that way. And then I come down along my jawline. And I always make sure to run it down my neck area. Okay, and then for blush today, I'm just going to use the NYX. This is the Baked Blush. And I have this in the shade Wanderlust. And I'm just taking a tiny little bit. Because I was trying to think, what would constitute a winter look? Like what sort of things would be a winter look? So for me, more it was the eyes, trying to just make them more of a cool tone eye look. And then just using a little bit of some blush. And I just kind of take it onto the apples of my cheeks and make sure I push it right back into the hairline. And then I'll hold off on the highlighter. I want to go in first with a little bit of, before I put the lashes on, I'm going to do a little bit of tight lining. So this is my Lise Watier Intense Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is just in the shade Blackest Black. And I really like this one for tight lining because of being waterproof. It literally will stay there all day, but I just want to fill that gap when I do have the lashes on. I'm just putting it right underneath where your lid is, and I'm going to take it down into this waterline here, the bottom waterline. And then I'm just going to take that same brush that I was using with the blue, and I'm going to run a little bit of this brown shade here. Some of the shades that I used on my lid, I'm going to use underneath my eye. I always like to have color underneath my eye. Just for me, it just kind of completes my eye look. And I'm just running that right as close to the lash line as possible. And this time I will take it right through to the end. Sometimes I stop halfway and it just kind of makes your eye look a little bit fuller. But today I'm just going to run it right along. And then I'm just going to go back into the Marcelle palette. And this is the little brush that it comes with the little set. And I'm going to take a bit of that gray and run that as well underneath the lash line. Well, I think this is definitely turning into more of like a, maybe a more of a smoky eye, but that's okay. That's the fun of playing with products. So I want to prep my lips a little bit because I'm going to be using that really drying e.l.f. Liquid lipstick. And because I really wanted the color to be with this color that I had going here. So I'm just going with the NYX. This is this hashtag, this is everything lip oil. And this is really going to hydrate my lips for that liquid liner, or sorry, for that liquid lipstick. This is really one of the best lip oils that I've ever tried. So I'm just going to coat my lashes a little bit before I put the falsies on. So this was another Christmas gift that I was so thankful for because I've wanted to try this mascara for so long. So it's a Lancome. It comes in like a gift set of a whole bunch of them, but I really wanted to try the Hypnose Drama. So that's the full size in here, and then the rest of them are like little trial sizes, I guess. But yeah, I've heard so much about this mascara. I've wanted to try it for so long. So let's give this a try. Okay, so it's a nice wand. And when I wear false lashes, I usually don't curl my lashes beforehand. I don't know whether you're supposed to or not, but I usually don't. Oh, that's really pretty. I like how it's getting like even all of my little individual lashes here in the corner. Yeah, that's really nice. That's really pretty. That's just one coat. Wow. So I just went in and applied the falsies, and today it's the Ardell Faux Mink number 812s. These are fast becoming my absolute favorites. So loving these lashes. Now we're going to go in and do a little bit of highlighting, and I'm going to go in and use my well-used Maybelline Master Chrome. This is the Molten Rose Gold. Yeah, sorry, the packaging is a little bit, yeah, it fell and then it broke, and then it's just been just a mess, but it's my favorite, and I'm not going to go buy another one until this one's used up. And I'm going to use one of the new brushes today. This is, I don't even know if it has a name on it here. I don't think it has a name, but I like this one. It looked like it was going to be really good for highlighting. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush because I wanted to have a nice highlight going today. I thought that would be nice for a winter look, definitely. And I'm just placing that right on my cheekbone. I'm trying not to go too far in this area here because that's going to just pick up all of my little fine lines I've got going. And I bring a little bit above my brow bone, but it's such a beautiful highlighter, especially for a drugstore brand. It's like really one of the best ones that I've found. So I'm just going to take this little brush here. This is an e.l.f. lip defining brush, but I always kind of interchange my brushes. I mean, I wash them so that, and I don't ever use this for lips anyhow. So I'm just going to highlight in the corners of my eye with that same highlighter. And that will really open up my eye area. And I try not to let it go too far down into my hollows of my eyes. Again, for that same reason, not trying to get all of those fine lines. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's really pigmented. Extremely pigmented. And then I'm going to highlight just under my brow bone. Wow. It feels like it's been so long since I've used this highlighter. That is just amazing. Okay, then I'm going to just run it down the bridge of my nose and my Cupid's bow. And just for the heck, a little bit on my chin. That'll just balance everything out. Okay, we're glowing today. Yes, we are. And I'm going to do my lips, so that oil is still working, which is a good thing. And I'm down to, I said on my last video, or a video before that, like I barely have anything left on this NYX, my NYX lip liner. But we're going to see if there's enough left to just do this one lip. I've been debating whether to do like I've seen a whole bunch of other people do like an empties video, all the stuff that they've used up and what products, if they would repurchase them or not. But this would definitely be on my list of a repurchase because it is the best. And basically there's nothing left on it. Okay, then for my liquid lipstick, I'm going in with the Liquid Matte e.l.f. And this is Blushing Rose. And I really wanted to just use this for the color today, even though I know it's really drying. But it's such a pretty shade for like winter and fall. And then because you definitely need some sort of topper with this lipstick, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. And this is in the shade Peach Bellini. And that's just going to help just give a little bit more moisture. And then to set the entire look, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Fix because I want this to last all day today. So this is the completed look, and this is my winter look for living here in Canada. I've got my, we call it a toque here. I'm not sure what other parts of the world would call it, but this is our little toque that we wear when it gets really chilly outside. And yeah, I just wanted to recap just a couple of the new products that I used. I am absolutely in love with this Lise Watier. Oh my goodness, look at it, I love it. I could just sit here and play with that all day. That is so cool. It's like, who does that? It's like the coolest thing. And then the colors, I'm going to be definitely using this. I'll use it in some other videos, and I'll probably do some swatching and stuff then. But yeah, I just didn't want this to be an extremely long video today. But yeah, we'll definitely be swatching some of these colors again. It's so, so beautiful. And the mascara, I know it's kind of hard to see with the falsies on, so I'll use that in just a regular video, like the Lancome Hypnose drama. I'll use that in another video so that you can actually see how well it worked. I'm loving the eye look. I think it's so pretty with that blue. I mean, it's kind of being hidden out with the false eyelashes, but I can still see it, the wing poking through. So I think that turned out so well. And I really like these new brushes. I'm going to be using a bunch of these, and these ones really were quite nice. So definitely be using these brushes more and more. And yeah, I like this one for the highlighting. That was great. I just want to thank Jess so much for being a part of this video with me. She is such an awesome lady and a very good person. Jess, I love you. I'm so glad that we were able to connect. And yeah, so I hope everybody enjoyed this. Let me know if you want to see other looks like this. If you want to see me doing different colors and that sort of thing, just always leave me comments below. I try and get to everybody that comments. I hope everybody is subscribed to my channel, and if you haven't already, just hit that notification bell, and that lets you know every time I upload a new video. As always, there's going to be videos. I think it's over on this side. There's going to be videos. If you guys haven't watched them, I hope you can check those out if you haven't done so already. And I hope everybody has a great week and a great life, and thank you so much for joining me here on my little channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you all very soon in my next video, guys. Thanks. Bye.